The questions from Hallie on that we struggled with, the 4 themed ones.
This was a couple weeks ago, I think. Do you remember what the episode was?
We were recording at your house. I remember that. It was the
Yeah,
U.S. U.S. geography. Yeah. So, gold, house, and chaff are types of what bird? I don't know if we came up with anything, but the answer was finch.
So these were 5 questions?
4, and then what connects the 4?
Okay, and then there's a theme to it.
Yeah, which is the last part. What is the name of the main sinister organization in James Bond? It was Spectre. I still don't know this, but maybe it's in... I don't know if we got that or not.
We didn't, no.
Third one is, what do you call someone who builds with stone? And we got this. It was Mason.
Yeah.
And 4, in the Hebrew Bible, who was the first king?
It turned out to be Saul, because we did look it up after.
Yeah, and so, what do all these things have to do with each other, right?
Finch, Mason...
Yeah, so think about it with those answers in mind.
Saul. I feel like they're all types of, like, tool or something.
No.
Spectre?
Well, one of them I'm not familiar with, but Finch, Spectre, Mason, Saul.
Oh, they're people's names.
Which people specifically?
Yeah.
They're the names.
Yes.
They're all names of fictional lawyers. Atticus Finch, Harvey Specter from Suits, I guess.
That's a good one, man. I didn't even connect that.
I had never seen Suits, but maybe Aura had seen it, or you guys have seen it. But we couldn't remember that. Perry Mason and Saul Goodman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
So there we go.
But they're all fictional lawyers. Yeah.
Yeah, fictional lawyers. Pretty good.
I didn't even connect that with the Finch especially.
Okay, so for this week, we have a similar kind of thing. 4 questions, and then what connects them. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. Human body. What is a vertebral column known as? I'm guessing this is spine, right?
Yeah. I would think, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, spine or spinal cord. Let's just go with spine. Number 2, associated with Vietnam War. What is the name of a fiery weapon that can stick to targets? Is this napalm?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, it is,
It
right?
is
I was
napalm,
thinking
yeah.
napalm. So we have spine, napalm. Third, it's a music one. I didn't know this one, but the name sounds familiar. Joe Strummer is associated with what band?
What is that?
I don't know.
I'm guessing
I
he's
know
a
his
guitarist
name.
just based on his name.
I know I have like an MP3 at least. Or
From
was he not in like Woodstock? Joe Strummer.
Great name for a guitarist. Watch, he's like a drummer.
Wasted his name. Joe Cocker was at Woodstock.
He was.
Okay, well, maybe
I
that.
don't know.
And the last one, Harry Potter. What is missing from this Deathly Hallows list? Wand, stone, and what? Never
Yeah,
read
I have
those.
no idea.
You guys have seen the movies though, right?
I haven't actually.
I have not.
Maybe
I've seen like parts of. Maybe I've seen one or something.
I read the first book.
Wand,
Years
stone, and gem. I don't know. And what connects the above? So maybe we'll bring this up when we have
Joe
guests.
Strummer,
too.
like
Naju, I thought
some
you
heavy metal band, maybe like AC/DC.
No, that's Angus Young.
Maybe another band.
Spine.
No, well, the young
Napalm.
There was the Young Brothers were AC/DC, the singer and the.
That spells out spinal.
Tap. Spine, napalm.
Nape. No, that's
Nape.
Spine nape tap.
What is Agent Orange? That's a different thing, right? That's not a fiery weapon.
Man.
I think that was the thing that killed the crops or something, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the answer is Agent Orange, but I don't think that was fire. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. It might have been something that they used in Vietnam, though. That sounds familiar.
I think so. I think it was something they used in Vietnam. I really thought you'd know the Joe Strummer thing, Naj.
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed in you.
You should be.
Yeah.
But not just because of that.
So
mostly because you don't know the Harry Potter thing.
So think on those folks. We'll think on them too. And thanks again, Hallion, for sending it in.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can figure it out by next week.
Yeah. We'll try to put that in the, I don't know, in the oven or something.
Spinal cord.
Spine.
Spinal column.
Is there any lawyers named Spine?
It's all just fictional lawyers.
I'm a Bob Stein. I'll be Bob Spine. I'll be representing you.
Bob Spine.
This is my associate John Napalm.
Or John Agent Orange.
Yeah. Well, Agent Orange, maybe they're names of spies. Spine?
Spying. Yeah.
What's another name for a spy other than agent and spy? Spook. Yeah, anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Story time.
oh, you got.
Settle in for Naju's story corner.
No.
Oh, well, my hair wanted.
Oh, my hair's story
I
corner.
was just gonna tell you what happened on Thanksgiving.
What happened?
Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody! By the way, it's the holiday season. But
Thanks.
last
Don't tell them Merry
month
Christmas.
during Thanksgiving, no, dude, we were trying to go up the 5, and
It's crazy.
it was
snowy,
closed,
wasn't it?
and there was a detour through like the 14 and like Antelope Valley, where like Lancaster and Palmdale are. So we drove through there. It was taking forever, and we had to
So
stop
the
for
grapevine
gas.
was closed.
Yeah, it was closed, dude, and it was like snowing, and it was like really beautiful. And for people that aren't from here, we rarely ever see snow at all, and even less see it falling. Like seeing the snowfall was like really nice and beautiful, but it was like really starting to come down, and there was snow on the freeway while we were driving, but the places where people drive, it clears the snow, right? It melts, so it was like decent. But then we exited.
They might salt it too.
Yeah, maybe they might. But we got off the road to get gas in like Lancaster, dude, and it was just like apocalyptic, man.
Yeah.
It was so fucking bad. I actually hit a guy, like my car skidded, and I like rear-ended somebody very slow. It was like a 5-mile-an-hour collision. It was fucking scary, dude. And I fucked up because afterwards I remembered that you should like pump your brakes in that case, I think, rather than jamming it, because I hit the brakes and it slowed down, and then it just stopped. The tires just started skidding.
Right.
It didn't come to a full stop, and I should have pumped it. So I was just like watching my car go forward very slowly.
You're like, stop.
Yeah, for like 5 seconds I knew I was gonna hit this guy, and I didn't fucking know what to do. I just kept pushing the brakes harder.
Yeah, that's why when your brakes are locked, it's like at that point,
Yeah.
it's just gonna skid. So ease up on it.
So yeah, it was a disaster, and there was just snow everywhere on the road. We like pulled over somewhere. I was afraid of getting stuck. There was like just random people just like stopped in the middle of the road with their hazard lights. People skidded off the side of the road. Accidents everywhere. It was just kind of a hell world, dude. It was crazy. And then we got back on the road to finish the detour, man, and we drove up a little bit, and it was just completely stopped. I looked at a map. There was like multiple accidents up ahead. Yeah. And we were already late, and it was like, we're not going to make it. We just came back, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
So basically, we drove to Lancaster to get gas. We came back.
And hit someone.
Yeah, hydroplaning is fucking scary.
Yeah, dude, I was kind of terrified because I wasn't familiar with the road, so we still had to drive up like the 14 to almost the end, and then get on this other road that takes you to the 5 or the 99. And I don't know what that road is, and I was like, oh man, we have to like go from one valley to another valley. Is this gonna be some like mountain road or some shit? And it's like snowing, and I'm like, am I gonna just like accidentally drive off the side of a cliff or something?
Yeah.
I was actually kind of scared because I think it was the first time I'd driven in snow, I think, ever. I've been a passenger, but I've never been the driver, and it's pretty shitty, dude. You probably did a bunch, right?
I did in Chicago, but not like a ton. And I did hit someone like just parking like
Fucking LA
right in that
drivers.
area.
Yeah.
And like nobody gave a fuck. We just kept,
Yeah,
it
probably
was like
happened.
shitty old American car.
Mm.
I feel like they're more built to kind of bump each other a little more, and that's okay.
Yeah,
From like back in the day. And in that area, I feel like people
they just
people
accept
understand
that's
a
gonna
little
happen.
more. Yeah, especially when you're parked, dude. Because first of all, like most places, like in the city, would be like they would have signs that said if it snows more than X amount of inches, you're not allowed to park here. But it's like, where's a million and a
Cars
half
gonna go?
people? Yeah, but yeah, it was just generally like the snowplows would come in the middle, and all the cars that are parked would kind of get like buried.
It
So-
dumps the snow on the parking
yeah,
lanes.
dude, and that part is like, the snow melted a little bit, and then it snows a little more, and then like it would just be ice at a certain ice and sludge, So you're gonna end up bumping people.
Yeah.
But actually, a few Thanksgivings ago, we went up to Lake Tahoe. Same day, same time of year, I guess. And it was like super snowing, and we were up it was in the mountains. We took the way that goes right by where the Donner Party like ended up and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like right by the Nevada border and all that. And it was pretty crazy, and it was at nighttime, and the roads like it's going it's in the mountains, so there were a lot of like most people were going like I don't know, 15, 20 miles an hour or something, but we had a car that had like 4-wheel drive, and we didn't even have snow chains. Supposedly you can drive with it, and I had to drive, and it was pretty crazy.
And at night,
we got
that's
there.
fucking scary. Yeah.
Yeah, and my whole family, like fucking in the back, like it's a lot of
giving you pointers.
Well, it's also like, oh great, wipe out a generation of my family for fuck up, dude. If it was just me, I'd be a little bit.
Dude, I was the same way. I was
cautious.
like, if Julian wasn't sitting in the back seat, I might be a little more like, like courageous. And he was like yelling and shit once in a while, and I was like, this is like the worst of all worlds. It was really bad. But yeah, so he came back home. We didn't go to Stockton for Thanksgiving.
Did people have snow chains on?
I don't think so, man. I think
'Cause they're
people
not
were
ready
pretty
for it
unprepared,
around
yeah.
there, huh? Yeah.
And I read like it was the most it snowed in Antelope Valley in like the last 10 years or something. So I think people were definitely not prepared.
Well, it got around freezing like I think Thanksgiving night here, and just because it didn't like there was no rain or moisture or whatever, it's probably why it might have snowed.
Yeah.
It snowed in Glendale last year, I think.
Like
the mountains, La Crescenta, yeah. So
cool. So that was my story. That was kind of an interesting thing that happened to me.
well, we're glad you're alive, man.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Well, so wait, the guy that you hit was just like, yeah, whatever.
No, I mean, like, I don't know, dude. I was like really trying to get in and out pretty fast. I was like, oh, what the fuck are we gonna do? And he pulled into like this, like like a Carl's Jr. parking lot that was probably closed because the snow was just accumulating in that parking lot. I was like, what if we get stuck here? Because it was like snowing pretty well. So I was trying to get in and out pretty fast. I just said, here, take a picture of my driver's license. Here's my phone number. And then just call me. And then I took a picture of his driver's license. He didn't call me, though, so I don't have his number. I don't know what happened. Maybe I gave him the wrong number. But if you're a listener...
Wow, you're admitting to fraud.
No, so I got to... Jane found him on Facebook, so I got to send him a message like, just in case.
Look at you, nice guy.
But he was actually... funny enough, he was an Armenian guy from North Hollywood.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Was it
Everyone's
you?
going up.
Huh?
Was it you?
it was another Armenian from North Hollywood. Like I don't know, like maybe like a quarter mile away from where I live, and we hit each other in fucking Lancaster.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's I think Fraser Park's up there. A lot of times my
That's along the 5, though, I think, right?
is it somewhere
Maybe.
up around there. But yeah, my sisters like and their friends. A lot of times, if they want to take kids to the snow and not go too far, like up
that's
the
where they
mountain
go?
and stuff, they'll just go up there. Yeah.
I was thinking it would be interesting for Julian to play in the snow maybe at some point.
Yeah, dude, kids love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. What have you guys been up to? Your Thanksgivings were good? I don't know why we're talking
Pretty
about
good.
Thanksgiving. It's Christmas time.
Yeah, seriously. Were you guys expecting some good presents or what?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Did you ask Santa for?
He said I was
special?
bad this year, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping for
That's
some
your
coal.
fault, bro.
Damn, he talks to you personally? That's crazy.
Oh, I have one more thing if you guys care.
I
Just
don't.
real quick. Oh, okay.
I don't. No, go for it.
Ara brought up a movie that he saw, the Korean movie Parasite, and I actually ended up seeing
Oh
it.
yeah, I was actually talking to someone about it this weekend.
It's
I
pretty good
hear
movie,
it's good.
man. It's a pretty good movie.
You seen it, Naj?
Yeah.
No, sir.
It's
So
on
another
Netflix
recommendation
too.
for
Oh,
our
is it?
audience. No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it is, but I could be wrong.
Well, I don't know. It's been in theaters for a while, so it might be, yeah.
Oh, it's out right now.
Like some places still play it, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it was newer when Ara was talking about it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I actually saw that and it, on Netflix kind of led me to like a million other Korean movies that like
really?
seemed really cool from the trailers. So I put them on my list, but that's where movies go to die for me. If I'm gonna watch it, I'll
Korea?
watch
What the fuck?
it. Yeah. No, my Netflix list. I have so many movies that
Yeah.
you just kind of got to be in the mood for, especially if you sit there and read it. That's why a lot of times I'll just put off movies I really want to see.
Yeah.
I recently watched the new Blade Runner.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, like
I don't even
really
remember if I
wants to see it.
saw that. I feel like
Villeneuve?
I did.
Villeneuve?
No, I saw the old one.
What's
What?
that guy's name?
Villeneuve?
Villeneuve.
who's
think
that? The
he's French?
director?
Yeah.
I think it means like New Village.
Makes
Maybe.
sense. I mean, like it was an amazing looking movie. Like it wasn't like the greatest movie or anything. I feel like kind of
You didn't like that sex scene?
Ana de Armas was she in the sex scene? I don't remember.
It was that weird, like, superimposed.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, see, that's why I asked because it was a crazy scene.
No spoilers.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was like, oh, crazy sex scene. I gotta see it.
It's weird because I feel like I almost feel like I saw that movie, but I totally don't remember it. So I
Yeah.
probably didn't. I probably saw another like sci-fi movie and I thought it was that.
You might have, man. Sometimes movies that are. I feel like it wasn't as memorable as I was hoping it would have been. Cause
Yeah.
I really like Blade Runner.
Yeah, it's a little bit less kind of narrative focused. It's very like atmospheric.
Okay.
Like the story is kind of just like vaguely moving along.
Okay.
Yeah,
I probably
so,
didn't see it. I think I'm thinking of a different sci-fi movie.
But hey, I didn't on my quest.
Gosling, you'd remember Gosling.
He's in it?
Yeah, he's the main character.
Sure.
I probably don't think I saw it. Never mind.
In my quest to watch more of the MCU movies,
Mm-hmm.
I watched Doctor Strange. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Like that was visually pretty crazy.
Yeah, it had a very like Inception-y visual stuff going
all the
on,
crazy
but
things.
but even crazier.
Yeah, dude, some of it was just nice. Some of the like the second Guardians of the Galaxy movie was insane too. Like the visually.
Yeah, I
So
mean
many of
those
the
that's
colors and stuff
probably
were
one of
really
the highest
crazy.
points of those movies is just the amount of resources they put into making it look.
But it's like a specific
amazing.
like aesthetic. I feel like
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
even this one kind of had it too. They use a lot of the. I feel like the purple side of the spectrum.
Sure,
Mm.
sure,
Um,
yeah.
Just looks really nice. But yeah, that second Guardians movie was just super nice, like the planet and all of that.
Yeah, Thor Ragnarok too. had
Yes,
that.
I was gonna say, dude, that had what is that aesthetic called? Like, kind of that '80s, like.
I don't even know. There's a name for it, I think.
Yeah.
But it's like that, like kind of neon-y.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
kind of like Drive or something.
Yeah, yeah. But in a more
Right.
like colorful.
Well, the Rainbow Bridge is just trippy in the fucking
the
Avengers
Thor movies.
Thor movies, yeah.
Yeah.
All
What
right.
would be a good Marvel movie to watch? Thor Ragnarok.
I think you'd like that one.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
That's one of my favorites, just because it's like very just silly and funny.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the Guardians movies, man. I think those are like the best standalone ones.
Yeah, those are pretty good too.
Okay.
And I like both of them.
Again, these are not movies that you're gonna particularly enjoy.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
might.
you'll
I
enjoy
probably
it, dude.
will.
They're like pretty fun and
Yeah.
funny.
I enjoy most movies. I mean, I watch a lot of shitty movies.
And like I said, a couple of those
Shows.
are visually just breathtaking. So, yeah.
You know where you're talking about Netflix, and you always say this about like not wanting to like put something that you really want to watch if it's throwaway.
Dude.
So I'll do that too, but I'll throw in random stuff that I scroll through on Netflix, you know, and most of them are like pretty shitty things, and I just end up watching them, and it's like it's fine.
Yeah, man, the Netflix quality of things is really
I
tanked.
put on some show. It's like Lost, sort of. It's called The Island. Have you guys seen it?
I think I've seen the.
Yeah, I watched like an episode and a half, maybe 2 episodes.
Dude, there's no way.
I
Like,
was just watching it. I wanted to see what would happen, but the whole time I'm like, this is.
yeah, dude,
this
there's
is
no
so
way that
bad.
show's gonna be good.
This is so bad. But I kept watching it, you know?
You can tell, especially dude. The big thing is like you see something that I don't know. I feel like if there's absolutely no buzz, nobody's talking about it.
It's for a reason.
Kinda, yeah, because you generally hear about the really good things.
Well, it's crazy, like how Netflix kind of started their model. They just threw a whole bunch of money at a whole bunch of people, and they're still doing it,
Yeah,
making all these shows that are not good.
but
And hoping just for a couple of like House of Cards or like
Yeah.
Stranger
Stranger Things
Things,
or
or just
something,
like
But
banking on
that's
something.
not how they started out. Like at the beginning, they were just grabbing everything, and I think a big part of the streaming stuff was people were just putting it on like old shows.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
you know
like,
what
yeah,
I
once
mean?
once it became that people wanted to take their business away from Netflix.
Right, and then,
But then they have to
that's
make
what
their
I
own
mean. Like
shit,
at the
yeah.
beginning, they gave it to them so cheap. I bet 'cause
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
had any idea. That's a big part of.
And
why,
then they
like,
showed that,
people-
oh, people will pay for this. And then the other studios were like, oh, you
Oh,
can't
shit.
have our shit anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Which is pretty lame now. Like I don't know,
It's all fractured and stuff now.
quality. Yeah, because that's what I wanted in Netflix.
It was that there was a bunch of stuff in the same place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What are we thinking of playing?
We're finally getting around to doing some sports ball.
I just hope it'll be.
Who won last week? I don't even
I did.
remember. Bob won? Okay.
I think he's on quite a streak.
Okay. I want to say that I also had a streak earlier.
You did.
Yeah, so.
Now you're gonna get.
Don't forget
Now you're
that,
gonna break
audience.
my streaks.
Well,
so.
we'll see. You might win, man. Some of these are hard. It might be about like cycling and shit like that. And
Yeah, you're gonna pretend like you don't know and then you're gonna get it.
Bob's a big cycling fan. Cycling and sepak takraw.
Welcome back. We have taken a little break.
I don't think they know that.
Yeah, but they can know that now. The trio is back. Quiz quarters back online. Bobber, say a greeting. Mher, don't.
I won't.
And we're doing the same book that we've been doing for a while because this guy writes great questions and we love him.
Yeah, great job,
Yes.
David Fikes.
Thank you.
Shout out.
I saw
Fikes.
on Amazon. I was on your Amazon, Bob, and there was like other books that had like similar looking covers, almost exactly the same, but it was like a different.
It's per category, I think.
Oh, he writes the other ones
yeah.
too? Oh, okay.
I think he does whole category books. But
Oh, wow.
I don't remember
Okay.
exactly.
But we're going to do sports today, continuing with our category season.
Yeah, so as Bob heads know, I have no chance of winning this. I'm really bad with sports. But let's see if I can give
We'll
Mher a
see.
run
Who
for
knows,
his
man?
money.
Anything can happen.
And Mher knows too much about sports, especially tennis, if you remember from previous episodes.
Dude, tennis has won me like at least 2 episodes.
All right, let's
Shout
go.
out Jane.
Yeah.
All right, Bobber goes first because he has been on a streak. Sports question, 10 questions, 1 point each. Bobber, number 1. Who was the first woman to swim the English Channel?
There's no way I know her name or
I
anything.
told you, it's going to be like cycling and fucking swimming the English Channel and shit like that.
I think her name
Did
is.
you actually say that?
I think her name is Johnson. The final answer.
Johnson, final answer is incorrect.
Yeah, I vaguely remember this. I think she had like a weird old-timey name like Bethel or Ethel or something like that. Maybe Beth or
I feel like
Bethea.
Ethel for some reason.
Yeah, but I think that was her
probably for
first
no
name.
other reason.
Um,
Sounds old.
yeah. So
Shut up, dude. If you
no, I
fucking
don't know.
that-
Even if I did remember that was the first name. Although Bethel, I think, is the last name too. So I'll just say Bethel.
Ethel Bethel.
Maybe is it? Just say Bethel, but it might be Ethel Bethel.
Bethel is incorrect. Ethel is also incorrect.
What was it?
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
Oh, there you go.
Fuck.
Edery.
Eggery?
Or Ederl.
Huh?
The last name. Gertrude's the first name.
Ederl?
Ederl.
Spell it.
Ederle.
Ederl. Almost like Ethel.
Ederl.
Daryl.
Daryl?
Ederl. Yeah.
E-R-L-E?
It's like Adderall, but with an E.
E-R-L.
Adderall.
E-D-E-R-L-E? That's a weird way.
Yeah.
R-L-E.
That's a weird way.
Gertrude, not Ethel.
All right. Good job, Gertrude.
1926.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
26?
1926.
Gertrude was a big name back then.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, a
Which
bunch of-
sucks because Trudy is a nice, cute name, you know, but nobody ever is
Is
named
it?
Gertrude anymore.
Oh, shit.
I guess-
that's what it's short for.
I think so.
There you go.
I just,
Gertrude.
Pete Campbell's wife in Mad Men. Trudy, I think that's the only Trudy I
And
know.
I think one of the Golden Girls. Okay. Didn't a bunch of people die, like, trying to cross the English Channel? Swimming
Yeah.
it?
That makes
Probably.
Not on boat, I mean, swimming it, yeah.
Well, both probably.
Well, it's
Crossing it during storms and
Great
like
job.
ancient times and stuff.
Well, also, yeah, there's huge, like, tides there, so it's kind of a crazy body of water to try to cross. All right. Great question.
Yeah.
Number 2, Mher, 0-0.
Okay.
How many disciplines are there in men's gymnastics?
Fucking A, dude. These questions suck. I'm just going to have to say a number, basically.
Well, yeah, it wants one numbers.
You know, I think 6 sounds like a good number.
Well, let's count them out. There's that horse thing they do.
Yeah, there's the rings that they do, and then there's the bars,
Do men do those things?
probably.
They don't do, like, the free...
And then they do the thing where they jump.
All right.
So it's at least
I'm
4.
good-
I'll go with
I'm
6.
good with 6.
6 is correct.
Nice.
Nice.
Dick.
Yeah,
All right.
seriously, that question was so much more doable than the first one. And you're complaining about that.
The first one was a better question, though, regardless. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Does it say what 6 they are?
Yeah, vault, rings, floor, high bar, parallel bars, horse.
Okay, we mentioned some of those things, yeah.
The girls have the uneven bars. The boys have the parallel bars.
Yeah, so otherwise they're both 6?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
For question number 3, Bobber. 1 point for Mher. Who has won the most heavyweight boxing title fights in history?
I have no idea. Mher probably has a better idea.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather is not a heavyweight boxer.
No?
Was senior? Probably not, right?
I was talking about
I
senior.
don't. I don't think so. I don't think so either. But he wasn't nearly as successful
Oh,
a boxer
shit.
as.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I have a better answer.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just kind of deduce a little bit here. I know that I'm gonna say George Foreman because I know he had a particularly long career. So I'm guessing he fought for a very long time and he probably racked up the wins like that. So I'll say George Foreman.
George Foreman is a very good guess, Mher. I commend you on that. He was a heavyweight boxer and had a very long career, but he was not. Well,
The
he might have
winningest?
been. Yeah, he wasn't. Well, these are specifically title fights.
It says title fights?
Yeah, it says
Are you
heavyweight boxing
serious?
title fights.
Mher.
I
right.
fucking missed that. Otherwise, I
most-
probably would have said Muhammad Ali, maybe.
Muhammad Ali is incorrect as well.
Okay, what about like? Okay, no, fuck it. Just tell us what the answer is.
Joe Louis.
Oh, okay. That's really old timey.
Yeah.
I guess they just fought more back then.
And yeah, it's
It was a more
probably
violent time.
competition was not as stiff either. So the best boxer was probably just running through fools.
Yeah.
Number
Cool.
4,
All right.
Mher. Who was the it is 1-0 still.
Yep.
Mher's lead. Who is the only starting pitcher in the World Series game to bat other than ninth?
Wow. To bat other than ninth? Jeez. I might want to think about this for a while.
Bob was like, fuck you.
Fuck. When was this book published? Do we know?
I think it was like 15 or something.
Not gonna be some memories.
I don't remember.
It might be somebody recent. I don't know. Fuck. I have one kind of guess. It would have,
18. So pretty recently.
I think I vaguely remember something about Tony La Russa doing this once. He was a coach, and he coached the Cardinals, and they've been to a few World Series. And I'm gonna say Rick Ankiel because he also ended up being a pretty good hitter in his second past career. So I'll say Rick Ankiel. He was a pitcher for the Cardinals at some point.
Rick Ankiel is incorrect.
Fuck.
I have no idea. Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron.
Is he not a pitcher?
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you, Bob. He was not a pitcher. No.
Hey, man, what the fuck, dude? Like, I don't want to do this category. You don't have to
Yeah.
think about it.
No. I reacted.
Right.
Because it was. Well, who was it? Maybe it's an old timey guy.
Apparently a pitcher. Babe Ruth.
There you
Yeah.
go. He was a pitcher. I should have known that. I
Fuck.
feel like I've heard this.
I didn't even think about that at all.
Not
yeah.
this specific thing, but that he was a pitcher. All right, Mher, you're in the lead.
Yeah, barely. After 4 questions, I mean, I only have a point because I guessed right. You could have guessed that one too.
But he did get pride points for laughing at your wrong.
Yeah, sorry, Bob. I
Nolan
shouldn't have
Ryan.
laughed.
It's okay. Nolan Ryan.
He was a
That's
pitcher, yeah.
a pitcher,
Okay, fuck you.
That should have been easy though. Babe Ruth, yeah, he's famously a pitcher that hit well.
So I thought it was probably way in the past too, because
I didn't even know that Babe
as-
Ruth was a
or-
pitcher.
Yeah.
Who would do that nowadays?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Question 5, Bobber.
The
It
competition wasn't as stiff back then.
Yeah, that's why Joe Louis had so many title fights.
It is 1-0. Maher's lead. Question 5 to Bobber.
Okay.
What do Indianapolis 500 winners traditionally drink in the winner's circle?
Oh no, is this the one where they drink milk? I'm gonna say milk.
Damn, nice.
Good job,
All
bro.
right, yeah,
I
eat
know.
it, Mher.
I'm eating it.
Wow, Bobber, you just got so loud right there.
Oh no, I think I got louder earlier.
Yeah, it's okay. We want to see the excitement. It really
Yeah, it's palpable.
rouse up the bob heads that are listening.
Yeah, just like sports. All right, let's go.
Okay, question 6. It is 1-1. Mher.
Okay.
What sports features a series of bouts known as a barrage?
A series of what? Bouts?
Bouts.
Wow,
B-O-U-T?
Yes.
barrage. That sounds
Bouts. That's a
sounds intense, man.
weird word to use there.
A
Sports are
barrage.
intense, bro.
I don't know.
I have a
I have
couple
no
of
idea.
ideas.
I'll say fencing.
Oh.
Fencing is correct.
What?
Okay, nice.
You did know.
Double
Did you-
guess. I
Did you
didn't
guess
know,
'cause
but
it's French?
it's French sounding, and
It's
barrage
French
is a
sounding.
clear French word, I think.
I thought it might be something like
And it's
archery or something like a barrage.
like you shoot a bunch really fast or something. Yeah,
Or just shoot a bunch.
yeah. And you hit each other with swords and fencing, so
That
they're
is a barrage.
bouts.
Right.
I guess that's a
Oh,
bout.
yeah, yeah. Like
A
in
boo.
boxing.
Bout, also a French word.
Boo.
2-1, Maher's lead.
The souffle.
Let's do it.
Question 7 to Bobber. Who was Sports Illustrated's first female sports person of the year?
I have no idea.
I think I'm really quiet.
Let me think.
You got loud there.
I really have no idea who's a big sports was Sports Illustrated.
Sports dress.
Yeah, was Sports Illustrated around back in the day? I don't know, man. I think Maher's gonna have a better idea. I think it's like someone in tennis or something. It says Sports Person of the Year.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. One of the Williamses. I think it's way before that.
Yeah, I think that's
Jackie Joyner Kersey. That's someone, right?
Yeah, that's
I'll
good.
go with
that's
that.
a good guess. Yeah,
Who is she?
she was an Olympian. She's, I think, track.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, I mean, like the most obvious guess maybe is like Venus Williams, but that seems or not Venus, Serena.
Yeah, with Venus. Get
Sorry,
out of here, bro.
well,
Damn, is she that much worse? We never heard.
Well, no,
about
she's pretty. She had
Yeah.
a pretty good career.
But when you're going against the greatest, possibly
But
ever
that
do it.
seems
Your
really
sister.
late for it to have
Yeah,
happened
that's why I
as the
thought too.
first female sports person of the year. So, I don't know. It could be an earlier tennis player. I mean, like tennis is one sport where the women are known as almost as well as the men.
What was the woman that did the Battle of the Sexes?
Billie Jean King. Could
Maybe
be her.
maybe
might
after
be,
that.
That might be too far back. It might be 90s or something. I'm thinking like Steffi Graf or something, but probably not. I'm guessing they're gonna lean American. Yeah, or it could be it could be like Mia Hamm or something. Didn't they win the World Cup one year and it was like a really big deal?
Okay, I guess I remember that.
Yeah, but otherwise, like it's not gonna be like Ronda Rousey or something because that's way too late. I don't know, but I'll just. But Venus had a pretty good. She was better earlier, so it could be Venus. She could have
Yeah, I was
done
really
it
thinking
before
of
Serena.
saying her too, but again, it seems way too.
I don't know if she had any like
Too
really outstanding years though. Like I don't think she won more than let's say 2 Grand Slams or something in a year, if even that. Yeah, let's just play it safe. I'll say Serena Williams.
Serena Williams is incorrect. The year was 1972.
Okay,
Wow,
so
way
who
far
was-
back. Maybe it was Jackie Joyner Kersey.
No, I already said that.
Maybe it was Billie Jean King.
Ding, ding, ding.
Is
It was
it?
Billie
Yeah.
Jean. It was,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
I was
Damn,
like,
that
Bobber,
makes
you
sense.
just gave him the
Nice,
answer.
Bob. But I didn't take it. I thought
Yeah,
that's
you
really
did
early.
pick
I
it.
didn't even
I
know Sports
don't
Illustrated
remember
was
her
around
name,
back then.
Yeah, but that makes sense because that thing was so huge. All right.
All right, still
Or was
2-1.
that before the whole Battle of the Sexes thing?
No, it had to be after.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
maybe
yeah.
not,
What was
maybe.
that, like 1970, 1980? I can't remember which one.
I don't remember. I
All
did
right.
see the movie though, like partially kind of paying attention.
I saw the movie too. I think they did a good job. What? Sorry, Maher. I took a point away from you for that last answer.
Bob didn't write my score fully there. Damn, not scoring a lot of points. We got 3 more questions left. I got to hold off Bob's comeback.
All right.
Question 8 from Mher. It is his lead 2-1. How many players are there on a water polo team?
Jeez, I don't know.
Incorrect.
But I feel like
Do know.
fuck,
Yeah.
Bob's gonna get this entire watch.
Well, yeah, I mean, it would be a pretty big guess.
I'm gonna say it's
Might
I'm
be
gonna
six
say it's
again.
6. Yeah,
What?
I'm gonna
No,
say
I
it's 6. Yeah,
Can't be six again.
it's like hockey. 5 field players and a
yeah,
goalie.
that
I'm gonna
makes
guess.
sense.
6 is incorrect.
Fuck.
For some reason, I feel like it's more. Would that be right? Like that many people swimming around? Can't be like. It's asking about each side, right?
A team, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Per team, not a roster though. On the court at the same time, in the pool at the same time. Are you sure it's not 6? Look at it again.
Oh shit, my bad.
Is it written in Roman numerals? It's VI.
Man, for some reason, I feel like it might be a lot. But all right, 5.
5 is incorrect.
What is it?
7.
Man, that
That
goes
seems
the other
like a
way.
weird number. Yeah.
And you initially said I think there's more than that.
Even 7 seems like a lot in a pool. That's 14 fucking
Yeah,
people.
but I guess you can't move around as much. You kind of got to be everywhere.
Yeah.
Question number 9.
2 more questions.
Thought it was 5. I mean 6.
What a dumbass.
You thought it was 5,
I
Bobber?
didn't think it was 5. Idiot.
You probably thought it was 6 before I said it.
No, I just didn't think they would put 6 again in there.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
That's meta gaming, gamesmanship.
Maybe. Question number 9, Bobber.
But they
It
could
is
easily do
2-1.
that.
Maher's lead.
All right,
How many furlongs are there in a mile?
dude.
Dude.
Is this a sports question? I guess it's a sailing question.
Damn, I don't know, man. I'll just say 2.
2 is incorrect.
It's probably something like 2.5 or something.
How many
right?
furlongs? How many furlongs in a mile? No, I think it's more, Bob. I think it's kind of like 14.
You think it's kind of 14 or is it 14?
It's like a fortnight, you know? It sounds
Okay,
similar. Is it 14?
14 is incorrect. It is 14 over 2.
7?
No, sorry.
What?
It's 8.
Oh, plus
I
one.
read the previous answer, the water polo. 7 and 8 right next to it is 8.
Oh,
8.
okay. So just basically subtract which question number we're on by 1, and that's the correct answer. That's the pattern these last
wow,
2 questions.
Maher. That's a
That's going to work for the last one.
it's a weird fucking thing to notice. Rain Man over here.
For the possible tie.
All right.
I go first, though.
Yeah, it's man.
Yes.
All right, I got to stop Bob's tie effort here.
The answer is 9, by the way. Famous pediatrician and author Benjamin Spock won an Olympic gold medal in what sport?
Wow.
There's no sport called 9, so I don't understand this question. Famous pediatrician and what?
Author.
You know, Dr. Spock, he had a series of books about raising kids. or
Oh, great.
rearing
Bob
kids.
knows this. Fuck.
Well, it had nothing to do with his previous Olympic career.
And he did what? Can you finish the question?
Olympic gold in what sport?
Man. Who knows?
What do all pediatricians love doing as sport?
Yeah,
Maher?
think about it.
I don't know. I've never really asked any pediatrician.
It's just going to be random, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be some random thing such as diving.
Wow, dude, I
Or
was
South Carolina.
literally thinking diving. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
diving. I was thinking
That's
that too
the
for
only
some
thing I'm
reason. I was
thinking.
thinking like archery too. Like he's like good with his hands.
Why? Because he's a pediatrician?
I don't know.
get it.
I guess no, he's an author, so he writes. Authors are notoriously good with their hands, right?
Because I imagine him like screwing in pieces of kids like dolls, like the arms fell off.
Putting them back in the sockets. Yeah, man, I don't know. But I'm going to steal Bob's answer. I'm going to say diving.
And diving is incorrect.
Fuck.
It's gonna be random anything. It has to be a specific event, huh? I can't just say running. Well, repeat.
Sport? Did it say sport
Yeah,
or
what was
event?
it?
Sport.
What sport?
Sport.
So I can say swimming. I'll say.
I guess, yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
it's a
you could-
sport.
yeah,
I mean,
what
I think
else
my
would you-
answer is that. Not that, but diving is different than swimming.
Yeah, but you can't say running.
No,
'cause
I can't say
it would have
running.
to be track and field is the sport, which covers more ground, actually.
I don't know, but it depends on like what things. Because I think the question is asking sport. It covers more ground. Was that a track and field
nice
joke?
pun, yeah.
Well, no, because
It's not a pun.
yeah. I guess
I
not.
guess, I don't know. Like, you know,
It's
if
not a
you
pun,
do a
it's
long jump really well, you cover a lot of ground, I guess. I don't fucking know.
So
You got this, Bobber.
so if I say running, and it's obviously something of running, Naju will say like what?
Well, if you say running and it says 100-meter dash or something, I think that's a good answer. But if you say
No.
running and it says track and field, then it's no longer a good answer. Because
Oh,
it could
I
have
get
been
that, I
like
get
high jump or discus or something, you know.
The other way around wouldn't be that too, but I'm just saying I think the actual answer is a sport, not a specific event.
Yeah.
But anyway, what else do they do at the Olympics? Fuck, I can't even think of anything else in the Olympics.
Could be a winter thing too, right?
Um,
Could be like ski jump or I don't know. No, you wouldn't think a ski jumper would become a pediatrician, really.
all right, fencing. That's in the Olympics, right?
It is, yeah.
It is.
That's not
They
gonna be
wouldn't
right.
put fencing twice.
I know, they
Bob.
wouldn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say. They definitely wouldn't put fencing twice. They might put a number twice, but
All right, running.
Was it 9?
Running
The
then.
sport of
Is
nine.
It running?
Okay, Bob wants to say running instead.
running is incorrect. Neither of you were getting anywhere close.
Yeah,
to
I
it.
didn't think we were.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
no way.
No.
Fuck.
You said yes.
No, I said yes to you.
Oh, yeah.
Rowing.
Oh, rowing.
That's fancy. All right.
Fuck.
Good job,
All
Mher.
right, Bob. GG.
You are the
just barely held
sports
out,
master.
dude. I
You
think
got double the
I
score,
think
man. What are
I
you talking about?
guessed both of those answers, so I didn't even really know.
What was the other one you got?
6 and
Fencing,
Fencing.
Oh, nice.
barrage, and
no, you got that one by deducing. So, good game.
yeah.
And thanks for
and
listening,
then Bobber
guys.
randomly knew the milk thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's a thing I've just
I think
seen
that might have been the
somewhere.
only one that I actually knew for
Yeah.
sure. I don't think I really knew the other ones. Well, obviously not, because neither one of us got it.
So, if you guys have any, if you have answers to those questions we asked,
Yeah.
send them in, Twitter them.
Twitter
Tweet
them or email them, and our Twitter at QuizQuarters, our email quizquarterspodcast@gmail.com. Hit us up for any reason. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.
Bye.